Hi and welcome to Advice Accreditation Bureau, the comedy podcast that believes that everyone has advice, just not all of it is good. My name is Andy Prokopis and today I'm joined by someone you might recognise from red carpets or being far too convincing playing his own mum online. He's a content creator, presenter and comedian who has just returned from LA where he was moderating the Obsessed Fest for Prime Video. Please welcome Jeremy Franco.
Hello. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
It's great to have you.
Ugh, I'm so jet lagged.
Yeah, you're
I've been up
relatively
since
fresh.
3.
How was LA?
It was incredible.
Yeah.
Like, the vibes there are so good. It is a very big entertainment hub, but everything was just, it was just amazing. Americans are so much fun.
Yeah, I was very jealous when I saw you with Benny Drama or Benito Skinner.
Oh my God, you're a fan?
I am a fan.
So I do have a little bit of a humble brag there. I went up to him and I said, "Hey, Benny, my name's Jeremy." And he went, "Franco? Oh my God, I was just watching your videos today."
Oh,
I went,
fantastic.
"Oh my God."
Oh, you could die happy.
I am obsessed with him. He's so funny. And honestly as well, like he's so talented. Before, because I was moderating up there and my panel was at, I think, lunchtime.
Yep.
And he was first thing in the morning. So I went and I was like, "Okay, I'm going to go study everyone and just try and get some notes." He was incredible. He's such a natural up there. He literally reshaped my entire set when I went up there because he was so funny. He brought such great vibes. Like, I wish I was talented like him.
You are very talented.
Oh, thank you.
You are
Thank
very, very
you.
talented.
But how good is the show?
It's fantastic.
What did you think of the last episode?
I loved it. Yeah.
See, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
Because I thought it was such a cliffhanger, and I hate cliffhangers.
Oh, but
I felt like we wrapped everything up so nicely, and then in that last 10 minutes, it just went crazy. Like crazy, to the point where I was like, wait, what? Like, his crush is kissing his best friend, and then his sister found out that he's come out. Like, it was a lot in those last few minutes.
Totally.
Because then it makes you be like, where is the season 2?
Well, I'd be mad if there wasn't a season 2. Do you remember I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, where Jennifer Love Hewitt got dragged under the bed?
No, I don't watch scary movies.
Okay, well, neither do I anymore, but this was way back when. But basically, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, so the second movie, ended with Jennifer Love Hewitt being dragged under the bed by the killer. Nothing since.
Jennifer Love Hewitt, she's such a darling.
Well, she's the main character.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so we never, ever know what happened.
Okay, that is crazy.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. These people hedge their bets on a season 2 when they don't know yet. So imagine if they didn't get one. And I feel like that has happened for a lot of shows. Thank God that they have one. But I think they do that to strum up conversation when those chats for season 2 come through. And I am glad, but I hate a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I am one of those annoying people where I love spoilers. I saw a video where people call it a red flag. When I'm watching a TV show or a movie, I'll sometimes go on Wikipedia and I'll read ahead.
I do that as well.
To like figure out. So like Gossip Girl, after one episode I said, I need to know.
Yep.
Checked it, found out who it was, and then I watched the rest of the show in peace. Otherwise, I'm on edge. I'm sitting there like...
But what a disappointing ending.
Yeah.
Like, I watched that in real time.
Well, it
and
just
I'm
didn't make sense.
didn't
You watched
make
it in real time. Oh,
Yeah.
that would have gone... Because that, you can't look it up.
Yeah.
Who did you think it was?
I...
Because we're not going to... wait, do we spoil? Like, what if people haven't seen it?
Look, if they haven't seen it yet, it's on them.
Okay, fine.
But I was very disappointed that it was Dan because it was very like... who's it going to be? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, Dan.
Yes.
I can't even remember if I thought it was... I think I was just letting myself enjoy the ride.
I thought it was
disappointing.
Dorota, the maid.
Oh, yeah, great.
And I think that would have been brilliant.
That would have been fantastic.
That would have been fantastic. Come on, HBO.
Let's reshoot. But I...
Wait, that wasn't HBO. Come on, the CW.
But with overcompensating, did you get any insights into what is happening in season 2?
So I didn't get much tea. I do know that Zed is going to be in the next season.
I saw that.
I don't know much about Zed, so
Yeah, I just know him from, I want to say Break Free by Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little coda at the end. That's Zed.
But is his voice in it, or is he just the DJ?
I think he's just the DJ.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he's just the DJ in the song, but I would imagine he's just...
I hope Charlie XCX is back in it.
Well, she was not only in it, but she was like the music director of.
Yeah. Okay, but can I ask like a shady question?
Yeah, of course.
How do we feel about the fact that they're playing college kids and they look a little bit older than college kids?
Look, I grew up in an age of 90210. I'm like, I'm prepared. Dawson's Creek. I'm prepared to look past it.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Because there are some characters that are ageless. Well, everyone's ageless. Everyone's beautiful. We're all God's children. But there are some where I'm like, how did you get cast in this?
Okay, I won't make you name names.
I think we're thinking of the same person.
Yeah, we probably are.
But the other thing was at that day in LA, I was sitting in the crowd, and on the screen were the letters JLO. And I was like, wait, what's going on? I turned around. Jennifer Lopez appears out of nowhere.
Playing a teenager in Overcompensating season 2.
Honestly. But no, she appeared. She immediately started singing On the Floor because that was her viral song from the show Off Campus. She had 10 backup dancers. Everyone went feral. Nobody knew that she was coming.
Amazing.
She finished the song and then she left.
Great.
She didn't say a word. She didn't speak to us. She didn't look at us. And we never saw her again. Iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic. How are you with J-Lo?
I love J-Lo.
Me too.
One of the most fun concerts I've ever been to. She doesn't take herself too seriously. Just get up and dance.
Yeah.
Have a silly time.
I feel like the internet was sort of trolling her a little bit.
Recently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the whole bodega order, the whole running around the block. But I just think she's an icon. She is, like, if you talk about triple threats, I don't think there's more of a triple threat than Jennifer Lopez.
And I think she can be a victim of people finding ambition not sexy. And like, I think she would work so hard. And I think people don't like that.
Okay, it's not that I don't like that, but sometimes I do wonder with celebrities, not her, because I will take everything in, but there are some where I do say, what is the end point? Because when I think about life, if I got millions and millions of dollars, baby, you aren't hearing from me. I'm not working again.
Sure.
And there are some celebrities, athletes that, you know that they have a gazillion dollars in their bank account, and then you're wondering, why are you still here?
Just disappear.
Go to Bora Bora.
Yeah. Where would you go?
I don't know. Everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't love the act of traveling. However, I like the idea of setting up my life in a spot for 3 months. Like, if that makes sense. Like,
yes.
You know,
living in a place.
Like, the Australian rite of passage is to go to Europe for 3 weeks and visit 22 countries. I don't want to do that. So my last overseas holiday was I enrolled in a Spanish-speaking school.
Where at?
In Malaga, in Spain.
Wow.
And we lived there for a month.
Wow.
It was great.
Did you live with a host family?
No, just got an Airbnb, rented it out for a month. And
incredible. And how's your Spanish now?
It's much better. It's still not. It's conversational.
Teach me something.
Oh gosh. No quiero enseñar español.
No quiero enseñar español.
Yeah, that's.
I don't speak Spanish.
I don't want to teach Spanish.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad.
So, but I think I would just kind of park myself, and I would probably go to the same spot, just chase the sun.
Yeah, beautiful. Now, I do like to move around, but I'm the same as you. I do like to have. There are some places that I enjoy longer stints, like a New York City.
Great.
But no, there are some places though that I feel like, okay, I can do this in a day.
Yeah.
You know, like Brisbane.
Yeah. So if you could have 3 like apartments or houses or in.
Oh, good question.
Where would they be?
Sydney, New York City, and Mumbai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
I think I would bounce around very nicely between those 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Amazing. And I was going to ask you about Off Campus.
Have you seen it?
No.
So you hate straight hockey?
Yeah.
Because did you watch the other one? Did you watch Heated Rivalry?
The other one.
Wow.
I did watch the other one. Yeah, I was an early adopter on the other one.
Were you really?
Yeah,
How early?
I was watching it in real time.
How did you find out? Well, in real time? Everyone watched it in real time.
No, I don't think everyone did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I remember writing a bit about it in doing stand-up, and I performed it on stage, and I realised, it's mid-December. I don't have any more gigs on this year, and it'll be done by the time the comedy returns back in January. So I'm going to post this bit online. And I posted it online, and my God, I got an insight into the heated rivalry fandom, which is like nothing I have ever seen before.
And how did you discover it?
I think it was through Evan Ross Katz. I think he was doing his little...
the memes.
The memes, yeah.
And what did you think after the first episode? Sorry, I know that I need to remember that I'm not interviewing. That is something. I very rarely get interviewed myself, so I will work on that.
So I didn't love the first 2 episodes.
Me neither.
Yeah, I didn't love the first 2 episodes, but that's when I posted the thing, and it went crazy. And I'm like, oh God, I guess I better watch it. But then I watched the 3rd episode, loved it. Like, who are these characters? But then kept watching, and I loved 3 and 5 are my favorite.
I am the exact same, which I find that a lot of people aren't, whereas I found the first few episodes a little crass and lacking in substance off a unpredictable storyline.
Sure.
And then once we hit 3, I love the feeling of, I don't even know where this is going. And yeah, then I thought it was such a beautiful story. And I think that maybe those first few episodes were a tactic to sort of like rope people
100%.
in.
Absolutely.
But incredible. So why not off campus?
Time.
Do you like young adult? Like, have you seen The Summer I Turned Pretty?
No.
Okay. Do you watch any high school, college shows?
I used to, not so much anymore.
Gossip Girl was your last.
Gossip Girl, I watched Riverdale for a bit, but then it just went a bit crazy.
It went crazy.
It went crazy.
I did meet Lily Reinhardt in LA as well. But yes, like same as you. I was in the Riverdale-esque world.
Yeah.
And then from one murder a season, it turned to one murder an episode.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like, I think the body count was up there with Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I think you would like Off Campus.
Okay.
It's cutesy, it's adorable, and hockey.
It's like, I'm definitely going to watch it at some point, but it'll be like a hungover, rainy day where I can just rip through it.
And then you need to watch The Summer I Turned Pretty. That is, the premise is essentially young girl falls in love with 2 brothers.
Yes.
And she can't pick which one.
But
and
she
then the
picked
big
the right
viral
one.
phenomenon is which team,
one?
which brother you're on.
Because what were the 2 brothers' names?
Jeremiah and Conrad.
Yeah, and everyone was Team Conrad because Jeremiah was a dud.
No,
Or was it
everyone
the
was
other
Team
way?
Jeremiah
Maya,
because
because
Conrad was a dud.
I got it.
Then she has ended up with Conrad. However, after it finished, they announced a movie coming out next year. So we're probably going to get bounced around a little bit
that
there.
Cash.
But yeah, I think you would enjoy it. Jeremiah is bisexual.
Okay, oh, great. Excellent. We love bisexual people here at Advice Accreditation Bureau. But Jeremy, I've invited you on to bring some advice. So Advice Accreditation Bureau, I asked my guests to bring a piece of advice that they swear by, a piece of advice that presents itself as good, but they actually think is nonsense, and then we might tackle a listener dilemma at the end.
Exciting.
Yes. So, Jeremy Franco, what is a piece of advice that you swear by?
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Okay. My advice is stop saying, let's do something, let's catch up soon, and set an actual date. I am telling you, it will change everything. You will come across as the leader in the situation, and your life will just be happier. I'm sick of running into people where they said, we should hang out. Oh my God, let's get a coffee soon. You know what you need to say? Sure. How about Tuesday? Sure. What works for you next week? I'm telling you, this will change the game.
So, I have a few questions.
Okay.
How far in advance? So let's just say we bumped into each other on the street, and you say, let's catch up soon, even though you would never do that because you would set a date. But I'm going to be traveling for the next 2 weeks, or I'm moving house or doing whatever. And I'm like, look, my July is a bit of a disaster. Can we put some time in for August? Is that a bit wanky?
So I wouldn't associate with you at all because that is ridiculous. I'm not asking you to plan out a camping trip. I'm saying let's get a coffee.
But what if I'm overseas for a few weeks?
If you're overseas, fine.
Okay,
That is okay. You are literally not here. But then we don't need to plan it for then. When you get back,
Right.
then we can put some time in. But if you are back and you say, oh my God, I'm so busy this month, how about next month? Absolutely
Girl.
not. If he wanted to, he would.
Yeah.
Remember that, people.
Yeah.
It's a coffee. It's not a camping trip. If he wanted to, he would. He would make the time for you.
And so next question.
I bet you do that to people. That's why you said it.
No, because I'm a big believer of this advice. But the thing that I can and get a bit delicate around is, let's just say roles reversed and I'm like, hey, we should catch up. And what happens if you don't necessarily want to catch up with me?
So that happens to me all the time.
Okay.
All the time. Literally, actually, it happened to me 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
So I ran into someone who lived in my area. We had followed each other online. And I said, oh my God, like you live around here. Actually, this was on DM because I saw him and then I messaged. I said, oh my God, I didn't realize you lived around here. He said, yes. I said, we should grab a coffee sometime, neighbors. He said, absolutely. And then I said, how does Wednesday sound?
Yeah.
And you know what? That is also on me for just going in raw. We've never had a conversation. We didn't even warm into it. I literally just said, how about Wednesday? And he very much danced around it. He said, oh, I'll let you know. And like I could get a read that he did not want to.
Yep.
But I don't regret what I did because I think that the people that I would get along with are the people who would say, absolutely, we will talk in person. Let's not pen pal online.
Sure.
And those are the people that I want to hang out with and get that coffee with on Wednesday. So I don't take it personally.
But what would you do if you were that guy and the person propositioning you like, oh, I've got better friends who I don't see enough and would rather spend my spare time with them?
I would look in this situation because I'm always down. Guys, hit me up. I will catch up with you. But let's just say I didn't. I would very much just say, yes, this week is super busy. Let's chat in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
And I would put it off because to me, anything after 2 weeks doesn't need a plan.
Great.
Sorry, I
Great.
said what I said.
Yeah. That's nice, and that's a nice, delicate way of.
Yeah, but I'm in an era, this is what I've been posting about a lot, where I really am trying to make new friends actively, especially in my area, people that I can get coffees with, people that I can hang around with. So I am a big, firm believer in doing this because I do find that I would say 90% of people live in this wishy-washy situation. And I get it. No one wants to be the one to initiate. But someone has to. And if you have that little fire in you, I don't like to initiate either. But I do like to have coffee. I do like to have friends. So I may as well give it a go. So I am a firm believer in just do it. And open it up. Don't say Wednesday. Say what works for you. I'm around next week. What days are you normally free? Yep. Let's just open it up straight away. And I promise you, even something as simple as that, when are you normally around? Yeah. That will get you such a more substantial answer than, oh my God, yeah, let's do it. You know, does nights work for you? No. Be more specific.
I think opening that up, like that's beautiful. I think you're going to hate this, but when I was in corporate and worked 9 to 5 job, I would keep Thursday nights free as a dinner slot to catch up with someone who I hadn't caught up with in a while, but I knew that it was there. So when I did bump into someone and go, oh my God, we should absolutely catch up, I can go, oh, how's like Thursday, like fortnight, like Thursday in 2 weeks. And I would know that spot is free or taken. And yeah, so like, but that's me. I'm very scheduled and can be a bit rigid. But I think since being out of corporate, I'm a little bit looser.
Yeah, that makes sense. I understand that. As I said, I personally don't really plan social things unless it's something really like serious, more than 2 weeks out, because I'm lucky to live till Monday.
We all are.
People who plan in advance, it's crazy. Like, how can you hedge your bets on being alive next February for your Bali trip? Like, what? So for the most part, I get that, but at the same time, I really do live under the, if they wanted to, they would. And yes, you have Thursday nights free, but you know what? If you wanted to catch up,
you'd make Tuesday night free.
you could do 15 minutes before you started work on Tuesday. You could do Saturday morning for half an hour. There are some people where it doesn't work, but you can appreciate the effort of them trying to make it work with you. And I think sometimes I appreciate the effort people are trying to make even more than if the hang actually happens.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jeremy, I cannot do Wednesday. How about Sunday morning? Oh, I can't do Sunday morning. Okay, what works for you next week? I appreciate when people offer an alternative rather than, sorry, I can't make that.
Yeah.
Silence.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with that. I just realized that, so audience, we had a coffee before this, and so you proposed the coffee beforehand, and I think quite quick to respond, going, yes, this is a fantastic
Well, I'm not
idea.
trying to meet someone for the first time on a microphone.
No. It was a great idea, but I'm now hearing this advice. I'm like, was that a test, and did I pass?
But as I said, it is very much on my quest of making friends this year.
Great.
So if you have any advice for me on that, please hit me.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Because as I said, it does creep people out. So maybe I'm going about it wrong.
But they're not the type of people who...
Like maybe I do need to pen pal with someone online before maybe people don't want to meet up with a stranger raw for the first time and have a coffee outside. You can apply it to dating as well. People always complain about dating apps where they say, oh, it just doesn't go anywhere. Oh, it just never happens. Well, why don't you try and make it happen?
Totally.
Pen paling is so... People really fall into that crux. And I get it. Sometimes you don't want to just meet up with a stranger and commit to like a 2-hour dinner, but maybe just commit to a 15-minute coffee.
Yeah.
Just throw it out there.
Yeah. Even a walking coffee is great.
But also, with that advice, don't just say it if you don't actually mean it. Don't just say, we should catch up sometime if you actually don't want to.
No, and that's the thing. I'm like, oh, good to see you. Walk away.
Yeah. Good to see you. Love watching you online.
Yeah,
Love seeing you thrive online.
Yeah.
Let's catch up digitally. Don't say that.
But no, I really like this advice. So it's getting accredited. It's going into the coffee table book.
But see, I find that people like the advice, but they actually... You have to action the advice as well, rather than appreciating the hustle of it.
Well, you put it so simply before, just how to frame it of... or when works for you, or
when works for you. That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's one that I hit all the time.
Yeah, because it's like it's.
When are you normally around?
When are you normally around? It's still direct, but softer than. What about Thursday?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This person, I did say, "What about Wednesday?" And that's probably why we have not responded. Actually, no, I did follow up with them today. Let's see if they've responded.
Telstra is down
because it is for tonight. Okay, there is no answer. There is no answer. Yep.
He could be on Telstra.
Could be. However, as I said, the plans are... I was hit with, should be good, I'll confirm. And that's why today I said, hello in capital letters. So the way that I follow up maybe is a little scary when you don't actually know me.
Yeah.
But
so
I am what I am.
I often start exchange, like with friends though, it's just hello. That's just it's... hello, hi, how are you? All just hello. Yeah. So I was going to say, you do travel a bit. So how far in advance do like your work trips usually book?
I do travel a bit. I would say that out of the last 4 overseas trips I have been on, not one of them was planned more than a week before.
Yeah, wow.
Some of them have been 1 day or 2 days before. I grew up in the airlines. My mum was a flight attendant. We used to live in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And for the people who know how staff travel works, you are on standby. You don't know if you're going to get on the flight. You don't actually get to the airport 3 hours before because you can only check in once the gate actually closes. So I grew up getting to the airport and planning trips very loosely. And that has sort of taken me into my adult life now where 1, I can't plan in advance, and 2, I can't get to the airport 3 hours before, not even 2. So yeah, I do live spontaneously. However, I would say that doesn't really work when you're planning with other people.
Sure.
So I've solo traveled most of my life. But if I did have to coordinate with someone, yes, I would have to put that aside and I would have to Plan in advance.
So I would say let's absolutely get a coffee, but I think you and I would be bad travel companions. I'm a very anxious pre-flight.
Well, so you're type A. You are type A.
I'm type
I'm
A.
type Z. Yeah. So are you one of those people who, when you travel, you have the days planned out as well? So like, let's just say you are going to a country for the first time. Is your sightseeing planned out?
I would say I have bookings in restaurants. Not every night, but like the restaurants I want to go to, which I will have researched.
Restaurant bookings.
Yeah,
I love that.
I do a lot of research with food, or get a lot of recommendations, I should say, because I like to eat like the locals do. I don't want to go to the obvious one that will come up in the.
You don't want to go to the
Google search.
Cheesecake Factory. You don't want to go to.
Well, just because they pay the most in SEO, I don't want to go to that one. I want to go to the one that the locals highly recommend.
SEO. He's corporate. Yeah.
But everything else, I'm actually quite type B on holidays. So my holidays is a holiday from my type A personality.
Right.
Yeah.
I would say planning a restaurant in advance is type A+++.
Sure.
Which is incredible because my type Z doesn't get me great places because I will rock up, and when you go to cities like New York, you realize that even if you want to eat on a Tuesday at 11 p.m., you had to have booked weeks before. So that is a situation where I wish I was like that. I don't think I ever will be like that. But that is why I will find a person in life who is like that.
Yes.
And that's incredible. But yes, okay, so how far in advance would you plan?
A holiday?
Yeah.
I would say a significant holiday, say Europe or America, almost a year in advance.
A year. Wow.
Yeah.
What if something comes up?
Then something comes up. But like I've lived a life where things don't come up, whereas my life is now starting to change a little bit.
Right.
So I haven't booked anything.
And how would you feel about, let's just say you traveled and your friend or your partner had every hour scheduled?
See, this is the thing. I am the type A of the relationship.
Okay.
Yeah. And traveling in groups, there are other type A
No,
people.
but like even if you had someone who was like that, would that excite you? Would you be down to follow the schedule, or would you be like, no?
I think traveling with friends, you need to have the flexibility of, hey, this is what I'm going to do. You're more than welcome to join, or you can go and do your own thing. Because anyone who we're going to do this as a group, I wouldn't respond well to that.
Organized fun, terrifying,
Yeah.
type A people. But for them, that's fun. That's incredible.
But like, I will go and organize something that is fun for me, and I will go and do it by myself if I have to. But I wouldn't peer pressure friends, nor would I want peer pressure. But there are the instances where someone, say a partner or a friend, going, hey, I really want to go to this. It would mean a lot for me to go to this one thing. Sure. Yeah. But every single day, no.
No, see, I think we would get along with that because I don't like the fact that I'm type B with travel.
Got it.
I think I would thrive with someone who is type A because I do, as I say, I get to places and I actually get disappointed with myself where I go, oh, damn, like that place I had to buy tickets for to go see it and they're all sold out. Oh, damn, that restaurant is booked out for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm such a Gen Z where like every recommendation I find is on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I was recently in Tokyo about a month ago. Oh my God. It is just, if you don't find anything on TikTok because you will travel 40 minutes to get there and it will be a 3-hour line. They will be sold out of matcha. Just stay away from TikTok, especially if you are going to Tokyo.
Would you come to the airport with me 3 hours before the flight?
Absolutely not.
Okay, I'll meet you at the airport.
Absolutely not. I don't understand. Why do people get to the airport 3 hours earlier? There is absolutely no need. It doesn't make any sense. You are literally going there to sit there and stare at the wall. You are also wasting your own money because I know you're getting a cheeky bev. I know you're getting a snack there. Just eat at home and get there earlier, especially here in Australia. Other countries, I have been to their airports and some of them require you to get there 3 hours before. Australia, especially Sydney, there has not been a time where I haven't gotten through in less than 10 minutes. And we're talking check-in to security, straight into it. 10 minutes.
See, I see it, the mental shift of now I'm on holidays, like kind of passing through all the admin and like now I can sit.
Where
and
are you
relax.
flying to? We're in Australia. This is an island. Anywhere we have to get to is 14 hours away.
Sure.
You can have that mental enjoyment on the plane for 14 hours.
Yeah, I can't explain it. It's just and it's not driven by that.
I'm going to miss the plane.
Yeah, it's not driven by I'm going to miss the plane. There's a little bit of that. Sorry. No, it's not driven
You
by...
live 20 minutes from the airport.
No, sorry. It's not driven by let's start the holiday early. It is driven by I'm going to miss the plane.
It is driven by...
Yeah, it is driven by
You
that.
live 20 minutes from the airport.
What if there's a car accident? I need enough time to be able to exit the car and walk with my luggage.
What?
Yeah, it's a sickness.
So if I'm aiming to get there early, I will leave once it's 2 hours before the flight. My recent flight last week from LA to Sydney, so that was a 14-hour flight. I was in the Uber. I think I left about an hour before the flight took off.
Yep.
And then I passed In-N-Out and I said, oh, can we stop at In-N-Out? So I went, I got In-N-Out, got back in the car. I got a notification that says boarding closes in 10 minutes. And I just went, oh, okay, cool. And then when I tell you, I literally walked through so calmly and I walked straight to the gate and I got onto the flight. And it was great. I didn't have to sit around. I was annoyed because I did want to get Panda Express at the airport. I was looking forward to that. But yeah, I walked straight through
and see,
amazingly.
That's the thing. Like,
But I've never missed a flight. Have you? Do you know people who have missed flights?
yes.
Okay.
I do know people who have missed flights, but I also know people like you who it doesn't, like, bad things don't happen, and that, like, in this context, and so of course you're going to keep doing it, and so I have friends who somehow bend the space-time continuum.
I don't think you getting 3 hours before is bending the space-time continuum.
No, but I'm saying, like, getting there 10 minutes beforehand
Yes.
is bending. Yeah, and nothing comes of it. So of course they're going to keep doing it.
As I said, use your discretion. I'm not
Sure.
a lucky person. I understand which airports, what the layouts are, what the
Sure.
security is like.
Yep.
I was just through that airport a week before that.
Yeah.
So I know exactly what the format is. And worst comes to worst, as I said, with standby, I have at times pushed through everyone and said, I'm so sorry, my flight leaves in 5 minutes. I'm so sorry. And like gotten myself to the front. You will get on that flight.
Yeah.
I promise you. 3 hours before.
Yeah, see,
No.
and like, yeah, growing up, doing staff travel, etc., you are much more well versed in airports and the rules and what you can do and can't do.
But you have been to Sydney Airport now many
times, yeah.
You know that you can just get straight through. What do you do once you're through?
Sit at the bar.
Wow.
Yeah, get comfy.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm just so upset. I'm so upset.
Okay. Should we move on to bad advice?
Okay.
Let's lift our spirits with some some advice that presents itself as good, but you think is bad.
Okay.
Besides, arrive at the airport 3 hours beforehand.
Advice that I think is bad that presents itself as good is to always be 100% honest with your friends, because I find that in doing so, some people don't want honesty. Sometimes they just want to rant to you. Sometimes they just want a shoulder to cry on, and you don't always need to give your advice. And I've learned this the hard way, because I'm a person where I be yapping and I be just saying whatever's on my mind. And I think it's better sometimes to just bite the tongue and just see what your friend needs.
Yeah. Have you heard of held, heard, or helped method?
What's that?
So it's if a friend comes to you saying, "Hey, I've got a problem," or whatever, you ask, "Would you like to be held, heard, or helped?" So held is just...
God, you're just like holding up the 3 cards and you're saying, pick one.
Yeah, pick one.
Someone's crying to you and you've got like an iPad and you've got to pick.
So held is just comforted. Heard is just listened to. Mm-hmm. Sorry, held is to kind of like positive affirmations, etc. Held is just comforted. And then helped is you want my honest feedback.
Yeah. I think I for the most part, used to think, I can help you. I can
Yeah.
solve this problem. But no.
Yeah, okay.
I find that now, I think people really do just want someone to relate to their problem, for someone to say, damn, that sucks. And literally that's it. And I really think that that's what they need. And I think growing up in a brown or ethnic household, our parents really do kind of say whatever they want to say to us in a way where, like, it's loving. It comes from a good place, but there's really no boundaries in what they say to you. I will walk in and my mom will be like, Jeremy, your skin, what's going on? Jeremy, you're looking too thin. And I think I have realized that not everyone operates like that. That is very much just like a ethnic family thing. So yeah, sometimes just listen. Listen. Yeah. And that's what I am learning. So obviously be open and honest with your friends about your feelings and everything, but sometimes just keep just wait until advice is asked of you.
Yeah, I also think that there's a bias of, like, you go, if I'm going through something, I'll go to the person who will give me the thing that I need. And so if you can be all three, you will be seen as a closer friend, because that friend can come to you for whatever. Whereas if you're the tough love friend, I'm going to avoid you if I'm not ready for that tough love.
But how do you feel about when people ask for your advice and then they never take it? And you've spent so long giving them advice, mapping this out for them, and then nothing.
Yeah. Yes, I would love to say that it doesn't suck, but at the same time, I've pivoted just through my own, like, through years of self-help stuff, pivoted away from giving my advice and positioning it as either, oh, when I was in a similar situation, this is what I did, or if I was in your situation, this is what I would do. And that way it alleviates the pressure of them having to do it and kind of detaches me from the emotion of whether they do or don't. Because it's like I'm putting myself in it, doesn't mean that they have to do it.
Agreed. But then what about if then they come to you a week later, same problem, looking for the same thing from you, but nothing's been actioned? Because I have found that there are some people who, that's the way that they cope with things. They go to every person that they know and say, help me, help me. They don't actually action any of it, but that's their way of, they want to talk about it with you. But after a while, I go like, come on, I spent so long giving you the honest truth. Giving it, And I would say what has changed since, and probably in a more delicate way, I'm like, what has changed since, and therefore my advice hasn't changed. So, and another scenario of this advice that I think presents itself as good but is bad, being 100% honest. If you don't like someone's partner, just keep it to yourself.
Oh yeah,
just keep it to yourself. And also, when this is something that I've learned recently, let's just say you have a very close friend. They're always on again, off again with their partner.
Sure.
And then they break up. Now is not the time to say everything that you felt about it. Yes, amazing. I hated them. Because the amount of times that then they have then gotten back together, and now it's just so awkward because you gave out all your cards. You were honest. You said, oh, I hated them anyway, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Don't be honest about that.
And can I just say, if you don't like someone's partner, not only don't, like, keep it to yourself, but keep it to yourself. Like, don't be a leaky boat with passive aggressive.
With other people around as well.
Other people around, but also just if say your best mate is dating someone who you don't like, your best mate knows you maybe even better than you know yourself. So they can pick up on cues.
Read your face, your body language.
Like, just, if you're going to do it, commit to the bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't give it up once they break up. Unless it's like they've been broken up for years and then they found someone new. Then sure, you can be like, okay, so I hated them.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, people nowadays, they're just getting back together. And then actually it falls badly back on you.
Yeah.
Because now they know that how you really feel.
Yeah.
And then when they get back together, then they're like, oh, well, we can't really hang out with Jeremy anymore because, yeah.
So I have dated someone before who my friends did not like.
And how did you know?
Well, they told me.
Oh.
We'd broken up and then we got back together.
And what was the reason they didn't like them?
Just personality clash.
Okay.
And like, look, they were so right. Like my friends were absolutely right.
They're always right in
They're
hindsight.
always right. They're always right. But in that moment, I remember feeling, because I'm such a people pleaser, and I wanted everyone to be happy and to get along. Like, I love you all. Why can't you all love each other? And it was honestly a fresh type of hell. I was so tortured by the fact that my friends and my boyfriend did not get along.
Do you think that there are people... Does it exist as a market where someone would break up with their partner because their friend said, I don't
absolutely.
like them? Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, what could be so revealing that a friend could say that would make you lose your feelings for someone?
Just
maybe the way that they treat people,
yeah.
all of that.
Yeah, I would say it would definitely happen. And I think the thing to consider is your friends don't see the full version, and also be mindful of the version that you're giving your friends.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to your friends and you're venting about your partner, about this and that, whatever it is, of course they're going to have a skewed opinion on your partner because they're not seeing the good stuff.
Yes.
So I would say there's a bit of personal responsibility there of not necessarily being your partner's PR agent, but be mindful of what you're going to your friends about.
I agree. There was a girl who taught me this at one of my old workplaces, and she would never say anything bad about her partner. She would never vent about issues because she didn't want people to not like him. And I always thought that was weird because it would be like, why isn't she talking about her life? Like, why are we all giving so much? And then we realized, no, it's very mature of her actually, because she really just doesn't want people to skew their opinion based off a little fight that maybe they had, based off something that they can easily get over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, just don't be honest, even though in those situations, as I said, I am a person where I need you to know, but no, I'm learning to just retract and
I think being a bit discerning on what the situation or the friend needs is definitely key. So we can bin that advice. Off it goes.
All
right, let's hit our listener dilemma from Danny. So I'm an accountant and I love what I do, but when people ask what I do, the conversation stops. My friends always talk about their days at their more exciting jobs, and while I want to hear about that, I also want them to care about mine. What should I do?
Danny, quit your job. Your job is boring. Accountant? What am I going to ask? I don't even know what that means. Come on. I mean, look, at least you've got good cred. I think that there are some job titles that give you good street cred because people associate that title with money. Whether or not you are a junior accountant that makes $0 or a senior accountant who's making millions, you're an accountant. So at least you've got that like good job title that people associate with money. But sorry, you don't have a good job title that people associate with fun because no one knows what that is.
If you were to pimp his job title, what would you?
Oh, is consultant one? I don't know. I actually don't really know what a consultant does. So I would put it in that. I used to work in tech.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? But what's so thing is that it sounds interesting to people. Tech, wow. So when we like get to the crux of it, I worked in sales. But the thing is sales could mean like you're selling candles at the Westfield.
Sure.
So that's why you don't say sales, you say tech. So in that regard, could accountancy be under consultancy? Could it be under money? Could it be under hedge fund? What does that mean?
Yeah, hedge fund. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I
don't know. What do you think?
I think he just needs to jazz it up, and he sounds a bit deflated as well. Like he sounds like he might be going into these things a bit defeated.
But what do you think his friends do? Do you think his friends have fun jobs? Do you think they have jobs like like creative director.
Yeah, creative director. Yeah, I was gonna say
The amount in LA, let me just tell you, the amount of creative directors that I met. What do you do? What do you mean? I feel like everything's creative direction when you think about it.
Yeah.
But I guess that wouldn't, okay, let's just say you've got a creative director here and an accountant. Yeah, you're going to ask this person, oh, okay, so like what's a day look like for you? Oh, like what are you working on? Whereas an accountant saying, what are you working on? Danny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big Four.
Well, I remember
fiscal, inflation.
I remember at a company I used to work for, the CFO was called the finance controller.
Oh.
I'm like, that's a boss title.
I'm the finance controller.
Yeah. See, like even CFO, you're like, oh, like it's impressive, make no mistake. But just like, oh, okay, cool. Whereas finance controller, it's...
I would tell Danny to say, I'm in finance.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm in finance.
I'm
I
in
think
finance.
that's a little bit more
Yeah, okay.
inviting
Yep.
of a situation. Because, yeah, you are right. That does sound more interesting. But
Yeah.
for the most part, yeah, I think your job title really does matter sometimes more than the actual job in terms of interest level. It's sad.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, especially if you're meeting new people, like you kind of want to get them with that hook.
How would you go with, like, I'm in corporate? Does that mean anything?
Yeah, well, people use it. Like I refer
Do they?
to, yeah, I refer to when I worked in corporate. Like, what does that even mean?
Why do you say that then?
Because it's shorthand. I do it in a way.
But do you do it in a way where you want people to
No.
ask more questions?
No, I do it as a.
But then don't you find that something that broad invites more questions or no? Or is it a way where you're like actually confusing it, where you're trying to throw them off?
Yeah, so I usually do it I used to work in corporate and now I'm doing this.
Okay.
Yeah. And usually comedy or podcast usually gets more.
And no one has really
Cleans the
ever
eye.
followed up and said like, oh, what in corporate?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think people care.
Whereas if you said, I used to be in radio, do you think that
Yeah,
people would
people-
ask more questions?
Yeah, absolutely.
True. I asked you, I said, oh, what networks? What thing? You are right.
Yeah. Yeah, were you on air?
Exactly.
Yeah. Radio gets a lot of questions.
Okay. So really we're just trying to throw them off.
Yeah, so I will often, so when I did work in radio, I would say that I worked in sales and not even say radio.
Okay.
Because then it just invites a lot of questions.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think finance is the good title. I think you've struck gold there.
I think so too. I'm sorry, Danny. I feel so bad that people aren't interested in what you do. You chose this life. Nobody asked you to. You could have been a creative director for a nothing brand, but I'm sorry. I think you're interesting. I would ask you questions. I just don't even know what questions I would ask you. What would you ask someone who said I was an accountant?
What type of accounting? I think
What are the different types?
I don't know. Danny could tell me though.
I've got a business degree and I don't even know.
Yeah,
Really? That's what you would say? If someone said, I'm an accountant, you would say, what type?
Yeah, like.
But then what are you going to do with that answer if you don't even know the types?
Can he do my taxes? Does he know loopholes?
So true.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the budget,
Yeah,
Danny?
exactly. I'm a small business owner. Like,
Yeah. But yeah, see, whereas if he said I work in finance, then the follow-up question would be like, oh, what part?
Yeah.
And then you could maybe say accounting.
In accounting, or I think even what type of, like I would look at, surely there's got to be something exciting. You know what I would actually ask? What is your favorite Excel formula?
What's your favorite Excel formula?
Oh, there's some. Look, I'm pretty basic. I'm pretty starstruck with sum equals.
Right.
And it, like adds the columns.
Wow.
That dazzles me. Microsoft Excel is dark magic.
Wow. I don't know anything about it.
Oh, well, see, let's get Danny on.
I feel like my coworker Claude could just do the sum now pretty easy.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're done with Microsoft Excel.
Oh,
Sorry.
It's a sad day.
Yeah.
Sorry, Danny. You've been replaced by Claude.
But yeah, I would just say to him, I would say, jazz it up, but make it more broad that invites more questions. And think about, if you didn't know anything about accounting, what questions do you think the average person could ask you and work your way out of that? Because when I think about accounting, if someone said that, I wouldn't know what my next question would be.
Totally. We are in a TikTok, Instagram world where you got to get them with that first 3 seconds.
You do, sadly. I have a short attention span these days. I'm addicted to this phone. I need to stop.
Yeah. Oh, I'm same boat.
Terrible.
Yeah. Have you gone through the neurodivergent, like the ADHD path at all?
What's
Have
that?
you like been tested, like gone?
No, but I want to.
Oh, yeah.
How do you get that?
So you go through your referral through a GP, and then they refer you to like a psychiatrist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's heavy stuff. I've just gone through it.
And how did you go?
Oh yeah, ding ding ding.
Do you find that they are really trying to figure out if you have it, or are they pretty easy to just say, yeah, whatever?
No, they genuinely figure out. Like I was sitting with the psychiatrist, they went through and basically told me things about my childhood. I'm like, oh yeah, that's exactly
Whoa.
right. Yeah, it was great.
See, mental health doesn't exist in brown families, so it's something that you don't really go through or consider as an option. But I don't know. I guess we're all getting distracted by our phones. Maybe we're all in the same boat. But yeah, there are some days I'm like struggling to even watch films and TV shows because if there's a lull in the episode now, I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling.
Yep.
So yeah, maybe I need to like. Well, first, just let's try natural remedies like putting the phone down, putting it across the room. But yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Awesome. Jeremy, what are you plugging at the moment before we wrap up?
Well, my socials, if you want to look at them, they're not that funny. But if you're addicted to your phone too and you want to scroll for a little bit, feel free.
Great. Where can we find you?
Jeremy Franco on all platforms.
Great. Nice
Not to be confused with James Franco or Dave Franco. Jeremy.
Thank you very much for coming along.
Thank you for having me. It's so much fun.
Heaps of fun. Thank you.